Good morning. I'm Kathleen Horne from Expressive Arts Florida Institute, and I'd like to share with you a little update on this daily kind of check-in personal practice that I've been doing for the past 29 days now. And so what I am doing is every day I create one of these little paintings in these small squares or windows, as I'm calling them. And I'll just flip through these so you can kind of see. It's really fun to go back and look at them. They're all done very quickly. And that brings me up to today. And so the way that I've been doing this is to just take a moment at some point during the day and sit down and consider the next square or window, which I already have drawn out, and kind of decide what color I'm attracted to as the background. And I paint some clear water in the square first, and then I take intuitively a color from my little watercolor set and kind of just paint that around the edges and let it blend into the center. And then while the background color is drying, I just sit for a moment and kind of get into myself, meditate a bit, notice what's going on with me. And then when the paint is dry, I just take my little brush and whatever color I'm attracted to and just begin to paint it in some way. So I'm going to do today's, and I'll let you witness that. We'll see what comes. I've already painted and let dry the background color. There we go. I just continue to breathe and notice each creative impulse. Follow that. Not trying to figure anything out or make any meaning of it. Just following what somehow feels good. I like to keep my materials simple, use the same thing every day, the same brushes, the same colors, and it kind of provides a container so that I don't have too many choices, but I feel very free within the parameters that I have set for myself. I think that's it. So this is how it looks. And what I'll do next, and I'll wait a little bit to do this because I like to kind of let the image kind of assimilate and simmer a bit. So I don't always do the writing immediately, but I will come back and I will write down the words I am, and then imagine that the image is speaking, and I'll write down what it says. So I can share with you a couple of those from prior days. For instance, this one says, I am finding out how each piece fits and discovers its place. And this one says, I am discovering a place of new growth. And on these opposite pages, I'm just leaving those blank and making some notes, some additional writings. That's kind of a way to further reflect on and harvest some of the meaning that's coming out of this practice for me. So I committed myself to 30 days, and I have one more day. So I'll have to decide soon if I'm going to continue with this same daily practice or shift it to something else. But it's been really rich so far, and I hope that there's something here that might inspire you to consider a daily practice or a way of checking in with yourself using the arts. And so these are really simply an expressive arts check-in. I rarely spend more than 5 minutes, sometimes much less. And they're a way to reconnect with myself, with my inner self, in the middle of, you know, the busy terrain of life. And an expressive arts check-in is a really powerful process that is done quickly and doesn't require a lot of time or effort or materials. So this is an example of that, and thank you.